So hello and welcome everybody, what is going on? So as you probably tell, we've lost against, well, we drew against Wolfsburg, but it honestly feels like a loss. Today is one of those days where you can actually look at the opponent and say that they actually deserve to win, and that we didn't deserve to win, which doesn't happen often, but today was definitely the case. So we drew 2-2 against Wolfsburg at home, in a match that, quite frankly, like I said, we should have honestly lost, because we didn't look interested, we didn't really care about the match, and ultimately we looked absolutely pathetic throughout the 90 minutes. There, it wasn't like a case where we played bad for 45 minutes. No, it was a case of that we played bad for 90 minutes, and the fact is we probably should have lost this game 3-2 or even 4-2 perhaps. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, today it really showed us the quality that we have, and it showed us the quality that Wolfsburg have. I mean, Wolfsburg, like I said, they played better than us, but they didn't have the quality up front. If they had more quality up front, if their striking department had more quality, they easily could have gotten another goal. They easily could have gotten, one or two more goals, and then they would be winners today. And whereas with us, it just showed us that, we're not really clicking. I mean, we're very inconsistent. I mean, one week we have a good game, the next week we have a bad game, then we have a good game, then we might have two good games, and then maybe two bad games. And we're just not consistent whatsoever. And I don't think, a lot of people obviously say, our wingers today, I mean, Robin and Ribery were bad today. And a lot of people said that, a lot of people have been pointing that out. But that's not really the only reason. That's not really the only fault today. Today there was many faults. And overall, I think the attitude was the big problem. The attitude was probably the biggest problem, that we just did not care. It seemed like we were already playing, PSG in our minds, and we just totally ignored this match. And that's obviously not how football goes, because you need every single point, especially right now, this early in the season. We're falling further and further behind in the table. And the way, if this continues the way it has been, starting the way it has started so far, the Bundesliga campaign, then we could seriously be in danger. I mean, it's still early days, of course, don't get me wrong, but we could still seriously be in danger of playing catch-up to other teams in the Bundesliga. And obviously, you want a good start, and then, once you reach that kind of hurdle, that February, that March kind of hurdle, then you can relax a little bit and then rest players, for the key matches. That is not the case. That is not the case right now. Right now, we're struggling. Right now, we're struggling a lot, and it kind of proved the game. I mean, if you look at our last 4 or 5 games or so, we have gotten a penalty in like each game. And that's most of the time the penalty has been the very first goal. It has been the goal that enabled us to get that first goal, so that kind of forced the other team to actually come out and play. And today I thought the penalty was very soft. I thought the penalty was very soft. I mean, perhaps a penalty, yes, perhaps a penalty, but it was a very soft one. I think if that was given against us, I would have been very mad, because I think that was a very soft penalty. And but nevertheless, it was given as a penalty. We take the penalty. Lewandowski scores the penalty, what he does usually. Second goal happens through Robin, whose shot is deflected by Rafinha. I think that was pretty much our only chances. I mean, that was honestly our only good chances in the game. And after that, we just didn't know what to do at all. I mean, we kind of switched off previously, but then once we scored a second goal, we totally switched off, and it wasn't, it was terrible. It was pretty awful just seeing how bad we were. It was pretty awful just seeing how poor we did, and ultimately, we really should have done better. Wolfsburg, if they knew how to strike, if they actually had finishing capabilities, they could have easily gotten 1 or 2 more goals. But nope, they shoot from a few meters out, and Alright thinks he can parry it with one hand. I don't know what he was thinking there, but he thinks he can parry it with one hand. It goes in. He looks foolish. The team is now under pressure. It's 2-1, and then the second goal, there's nothing Alright could do. Most of the defense was very poor. Boateng could have been closer. Hummels, I don't know where Hummels was, in all fairness. So ultimately, very poor. Ultimately, like I said, very bad result. Ultimately, we were poor, and we were pretty awful. And I just hope that now we need to get some consistency. It is still early in the season, but we need some consistency right now. Otherwise, the season could already be in danger. So for me, awful game, awful game. Now the only hope is that hopefully the next game is actually good, and hopefully then we'll keep on playing good and not just keep, having a good game, having a bad game, because ultimately we don't want that. Right now we want to build some consistency. We want the players to get into form. We want the team to really shape up. We want to really know who is going to be in the starting 11. We want, we want a lot of things right now. And not all of them are result based, but all of them are more so performance based. And right now we haven't done anything. We haven't really been results. We haven't really gotten good results, and we haven't really gotten good performances. Right now it's just a mix of perhaps a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit of a good performance, a little bit of, you know, good result and whatnot, but nothing special. Nothing special. It's just been pretty average. You know, it's been very, very average. And it's not the first time I've said this, which is why it's worrying, because it's like I said, it's early in the season, and I've said this multiple times already that we've been so bad, and at one point you really have to ask the question, what is happening? You know, what is happening? So, regardless, that's just my thoughts on the game. I will see you guys next time. Next time could either be a slaughter, it could be an awesome match. Let's see what it is. Hopefully, it's the latter. But I'll see you guys then. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace out, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye.